How can we connect with a sense of inner oneness and neutrality when our body feels tired, unwell, or in pain?
Even when discomfort is loud, oneness is more like the backdrop than the sensation. Instead of trying to force yourself to feel neutral, you might simply acknowledge the discomfort without fighting it, gently recognizing that the painful sensations are happening within a larger awareness, like waves in a vast ocean, can help you sense that deeper, undamaged space. Sometimes just noticing the breath or giving yourself permission to be as you are can reveal that underlying sense of oneness because it's always there, even when we don't feel it immediately.
And so, because we're like 99.9999999% made up of empty space that does feel neutral, is there any ways to actually feel the neutrality though without the, say, discomfort or whatever overriding?
We can't force neutrality to be a feeling that overrides discomfort, but we can shift how we relate to the discomfort. When we gently notice the space in which all sensations arise, even if that space feels subtle, we're not trying to replace the discomfort. Instead, we're giving the discomfort permission to exist within that vast neutral space. Over time, the neutrality becomes a background awareness, not a feeling that erases discomfort, but a steady sense of being that can hold it all.
So how come we can see and feel the neutrality outside of us,
We don't
but not within us?
exactly. Often, we can intellectually sense neutrality, like seeing the sky outside. But inside, emotions and sensations can feel much louder. The trick isn't to fight those internal storms, it's to give them space. Over time, by observing them from that bigger perspective, we may sense that neutrality is always present, even if it takes patience to notice it within.
Yeah, but is there any, I mean, I can see the space and I can feel the neutrality and peacefulness of it. But then as soon as I try and shift into feeling that within myself, which I know it's also in me in more or less the same ratio, I can't feel it.
I get that frustration. It's like knowing something's true in theory, but your body's experience feels separate. Maybe the aim isn't to force a feeling. Instead, you could gently notice that part of you can't feel it right now, and that's okay. Just observing that gap, without judgment, might be the most honest form of neutrality in that moment.
Do people that can feel the neutral space within their body, is that because they've got less resistance distracting them, or are they just able to feel the neutral space around their cells that's neutral?
It's often less about some people being fundamentally different and more about the level of tension we carry. Those who can sense that inner neutrality may have either practiced relaxing that resistance or simply have moments where their awareness rests beyond the distractions. But the key is that neutral space is there for everyone. It's not about achievement, it's about gently noticing it's already the backdrop, even if we can't always feel it vividly every time.
So if we release the tension and resistance in our physical body, then it's much easier to feel the neutral space within us. Is that right?
Yes, that's the idea. When we release tension or resistance, whether physical or emotional, it's like clearing a fog. The neutral space isn't something we create, it's already there. By softening our grip on discomfort, we make it easier to notice that background of peace that's been holding us all along.